Welcome to DrivHer, a brand new, very real and hopefully very fun car space that gives a voice to everyone, not just a select few with a penis. Today I'm here with Gemma. Hi Gemma.
Hey chaps.
And we're going to take her drive in her Audi Q3. We're going to find out why she bought it, what she likes about it, what she doesn't like about it, as someone that's invested her own money into it, and then we're going to chat a little bit about her car history and her potential car future. The idea being, if you've ever wanted to know what it's like owning and daily driving one of these, hopefully Gemma's owner advice will help. Let's go. Welcome everyone to Gemma's 2021 Audi Q3 petrol S-Line Sportback. Gemma and her husband purchased it back in May for £25,000. At the time of recording this, the car had done about 30,000 miles and is averaging between 42 and 44 miles to the gallon. Road tax is about £620 a year, and an estimated value for Gemma's car now would be close to what she paid for it, and around the 23 to 24k mark, depending on condition and how and where it's sold. When the original Q3 was launched back in 2011, it had little competition in the premium brand small SUV category. However, today it has a host of rivals, including the BMW X1, Mercedes-Benz GLA, the Mini Countryman, and perhaps most prominently, the Volvo XC40. Gemma's Audi is a second generation Q3, which was initially released back in 2018. The third generation Q3, available as petrol, diesel and as a plug-in hybrid, went on sale in the summer and looks like this. The Q3 is available in 3 trim and therefore 3 cost options: Sport, S-Line and the top spec is the Black Edition. Gemma has the mid S-Line trim. The Sportback design of Gemma's car simply means that the roofline slopes downwards towards the rear, creating a sleeker, more coupe-like silhouette. However, as always, that's more than enough car geekery. Over to Gemma. So where are we going today, Gemma?
We're going to Market Harbour, pop into Homebase, because I need to just get some plants or something for the new office space.
Gemma's just got a new office space, which is I still haven't been to. I've got to come to it.
I need to pop down. Well, to be honest, you'd be sat on the floor because there's one chair, although I might let you sit there. Yeah, I've ordered like office furniture and stuff, so that's coming next week.
There you go.
So yeah, excited.
So we're going to Homebase. Okay, and what are we in?
This is an Audi Q3 Sportback.
Manual?
Manual, yes.
And I'm saying that and I'm flagging that because when I just did a little reverse in your driveway, two things struck me about it. One, it's got a key. It's not keyless.
Oh yes, got a key. That was annoying actually, because I had keyless before.
Yeah, so I sort of got in it and kind of went, I'm not sure with the Q series if it's keys or not.
Yeah, it's key.
Anyway, so it had a key and it's manual.
I know.
Anyway, okay, so we're in manual. How much did you buy it for?
It was 25,000, I think.
And when did you buy it? Quite recently?
Oh, like literally 4 months ago.
Yeah.
It's new to me. Yeah, it's not a brand new car. 21.
Yeah.
But I have this thing about how much cars depreciate. It really annoys me.
Yeah.
And I've been stung on new cars before, depreciating so much, and when you sell them, that I just.
So you wanted something that was 2-3 years old?
Yeah, I did, because I think you get better value for money.
Yeah.
And also as well,
the bulk of that initial depreciation goes, isn't it? It's already gone.
Absolutely. Also, I mean, there's that whole thing, isn't it? You know, your car drops X amount of pounds when it leaves a forecourt, which is so true. So I was quite happy to have a second hand, and I bought this direct from Audi too, so I knew that I was getting a decent car. When I test drove the Q3 Sportback, I test drove a brand new one and they said it's identical. They've not changed it. So it was the same inside, even though it was brand spanking new.
Yeah.
The one that I ended up getting, even though it was older, was exactly the same as the one that I could have just bought brand new. So I saved myself a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah.
And the mileage was pretty good too, so it was a bit of a winner.
And you are
the car decider, aren't you?
I am, because my husband does not care.
I mean, Adam doesn't care at all.
No, he does not care. He wants a nice car, don't get me wrong. He's a big Audi fan, and like we have a Q5 as well. But that is an older one now, although it was mine originally.
So the decisions are made by you, and you, because she's a lawyer, do a shit ton of research, don't you?
I do, because I think it's a massive investment. It's a big expense, and also as well, I don't particularly want to be changing my car frequently. Firstly, because I have not got time for that shit.
No.
I really do need to just get one and have it for quite a while.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to chop and change all the time. It's different, I suppose, in a way, when you're on like a PCP and you can...
There's a few cars coming.
Traffic, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
It's different when you're on a PCP and you can just trade your car in every 4 years or whatever.
Yeah, 3 years, yeah.
But
when you're buying a car,
obviously you're in it for a bit of a longer term, aren't you? I think it's important to just do that research.
And really know. So what were you debating then? So
what different cars?
Yeah, when you bought this.
So I moved away from a Mini Countryman. That's what I had previously, and I loved my Countryman. They're great cars. I had a Cooper. It was 2 litre, and it was fast. The acceleration on that was so much more than this. Like when I got in this car, I was like, oh god, this is really slow in comparison to my Cooper. But it's bigger and it's heavier, I suppose.
Yeah.
Even though it's like same engines. Oh no, it's not the same engine size, this is less. So I moved, so when I was looking for new cars, I was looking to see whether or not I wanted a new Countryman. So that was on, do I just upgrade that?
Yeah.
I lost quite a lot of money on my Countryman. That really put me off getting another one.
Yeah. So you had the Countryman from new?
No, I didn't. Again, I didn't have that from new. In fact, the Countryman is the first car in a very long time that I hadn't bought new.
Okay.
So historically, I had PCPs and things like that. On Minis and BMWs.
Okay.
And then once my job in a way changed, not the distance I was driving changed for my job, so it wasn't worth that. PCP for me was hassle-free driving. I was doing over 20,000 miles a year.
Yeah.
It was have a car, pay a monthly payment, all the servicing, everything was included, and every 4 years I just changed it. So for me, it was a system that really worked. But when I then wasn't driving as much, I moved, I didn't have that commute, I didn't need that anymore.
Yeah.
So I decided to just buy a second-hand. That was the first time I bought a second-hand car. So
how old was the Mini when you bought it?
It was 2017, and I bought it in 2020.
Okay, so still 2 or 3 years old.
So it's a couple of years old.
And what had made you just loved Minis at that point? You said you'd had previous ones.
I'd had previous Minis, but in between that, I'd had the Q5 because we'd bought that.
Yes.
And then I also had before.
So hang on, the Q5 was bought before your Mini?
Yeah.
Right, we're now skipping about a bit, which isn't going to be helpful. Obviously, I'm doing a great job of keeping this conversation on track. Okay, right. So when you were considering buying this car, what else were you considering?
Another Mini Countryman, a Mercedes GLC or a GLA, a Q5, but then I didn't want his and hers Q5 because we kept the Q5, so I was like, no.
Okay.
And I didn't want to get the Q3 that was the normal back. I don't know what you call it. It's just the normal standard Q3 back.
Yeah.
I decided to get the Sportback because I didn't want his and hers Q5 and Q3.
Yes, that's fair enough.
Whereas this one does look different on the drive.
Okay, so you're kind of looking around.
Yeah, I looked at lots of different ones actually. I even looked at the other one that I very nearly bought and I did really like, and I spoke to you about it, was the Volvo XC40.
Yes.
Because they are lovely.
They are really nice. I mean, very popular around where we live.
Very popular. My stepdad, he used to work for the AA, and I always used to go to him. God bless him, when he was alive, and ask him what to buy, because he knew the ones that used to, like, the ones that always broke down. So he was great. So he used to tell me, like, which ones were kind of like the best ones that didn't. And Japanese cars, he was like, you're right with Japanese car, they never break down.
Really?
Yeah, Japanese, German, Swedish.
Yeah. There you go. Have you ever owned a Japanese?
No, I haven't actually. My first ever car, and I know we'll probably go into this later, was a Fiesta, and I bloody loved my Fiesta.
Yeah. It's a really common first car, isn't it? I wonder if it still is.
I don't know.
Find out.
I don't think they're as robust as some of the other, like, you know, like Fiat 500s. I don't think I'll be buying my kid one of those.
I think Ford's really gone off the boil.
I would rather my kids have a Mini. Any car that you close the door and it goes dush. Like, I think that's a good quality car.
And it doesn't feel like, when you shut the door, it doesn't feel like it's going to...
flimsy.
Yeah.
You know, like, I just think Fiat 500s, if you were in a crash... if you were in a crash in a Fiat 500, I really just don't think you're going to do very well. My dad and my stepmom had a serious situation once where somebody basically... crashed into their car multiple times. He had like an episode, and it was an awful experience for them, and they really do truly believe that if it wasn't for the fact that they were in a big BMW, their injuries would have been a lot worse than they were.
Wow.
So again, that's another reason I always just like to buy a car that I feel safe in, that feels like well made.
Yeah. Okay, right. We need to talk about what is it you really like about this car. Now you've owned it and driven it for a couple of months. What is it you really like about it? Favourite things?
It's a nice drive. It's a nice, smooth drive, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially where we live. It's very hilly, the roads aren't brilliant. They're all country roads. I mean, the majority of the time I'm driving on a B road.
Yeah.
So they are really...
The smoothness of the drive, the comfort of the drive is really important.
Good. These seats are really comfy. I like that. The boys seem to be quite happy. I like the privacy glass in the back. It's the first time I've had that.
Yes.
I'm pleased with that. I like the privacy glass. Also, I think it looks a bit cool, so that's good. I love the Sportback. I think it is like a really nice, practical... Would we call this an SUV? We probably would, wouldn't we?
Yes, technically.
But it looks sporty.
It doesn't look like it. It
doesn't look like an SUV.
It does.
It's got all the space and stuff as an SUV.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really look like that, and I think it just looks really like it's quite a cool car.
Yeah.
In my opinion, to me.
Yeah.
It's also fun. It's just nice and fun to drive. It's not as fast as my Mini.
Yeah.
That was a Cooper, and it had a 2-litre engine. It was a bit rapid, really.
Yeah.
It wasn't the what's it called, Sport, but it was a fast, good car.
Yeah.
This isn't as quick on acceleration, which is something I'd noticed when I first started
driving. But you don't mind that, because
and you get
as we were saying, we're a bit older now and you've got kiddies. So.
Yeah, but you do get used to it. You get used to how fast a car accelerates, and then when you go from one that's very quick on acceleration to one that isn't, you do feel that.
What about niggles though? What don't you like?
There's not many things I don't... I mean, to be fair, I do think I'm quite easily pleased.
Yeah. Well, obviously you would...
do you know what I don't like?
What's that?
I haven't got on this car... There's a few things I haven't got on this car that I had on my Mini, which annoys me. So the sensors, parking sensors, when it's beeping, it doesn't tell me on my screen, it's not indicating to me where I'm near. So say for example,
this hasn't got a reversing camera, has it?
No, it doesn't.
No,
my Mini didn't. But on the system, it shows you what side, which wing, or where you're near.
Yeah.
I haven't got that on this,
and
I don't like it as much because of that.
Okay, so it's probably a really good time though, while we're behind a really slow driver, to talk about your car history.
Okay, yeah.
So, first car
was a red Fiesta, and I loved that car.
Just a Fiesta, a Ghia, what are we talking?
No, it was just like a bog standard.
1.8
Oh, like a 1.1 Fiesta. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was 1.1 or 1.2. It had wind me down windows.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an M reg. So what was that? 1994 maybe.
Yeah.
And I would have got that in 1999.
Okay.
So
it wasn't really old.
It wasn't really old. No, maybe it is 1994 an M reg. I don't know. We'd have to have a look. It might be a bit before that.
We'll check.
Check it.
Like
It might be way before that. I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't really old, but it wasn't really new.
And how long did you have that for?
So I got that for my 18th birthday from my dad, who'd bought my older brother a Fiesta as well, but he had a Mark 1 Fiesta. It was so cool. He was really into stuff like that, but like I didn't. Like he had like a vintage, lovely, although it wasn't that much vintage then, but he had like a real cool one. But I just got like an M-Reg Fiesta, and I had that from the age of 18. So it went to university with me, and it went through university with me.
Yeah.
And then by the end of its life, I was still at university, and I went to have it MOT'd. And the guy said to me, the cost of like fixing everything that's wrong with this car is basically more than it's worth. So I would advise that you scrap this now and get something else. And I was gutted, but
what did you get?
I got another Fiesta, but I got a newer one.
Yes,
okay, not massively new. It was a W reg, but it had. To be fair, my first one did have power assisted steering, but the new one had electric windows, and it had central locking, which my other car didn't have. In fact, by the end of the red Fiesta's life, the driver's side door didn't open. You had to climb over to unlock it and then walk around to get in. So it opened, it just didn't unlock. And the horn went by the end of its life, it like had totally given up on like every aspect.
Do you press the horn a lot now?
No, but it was one of those horns. Do you remember? I don't, but the horn on my Fiesta was on the side. It was a button on the side.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah,
it wasn't on the central thing.
Yes.
It was just like a little button on the side.
Okay, so 2 Fiestas.
Yeah.
Then what?
Then I made a mistake.
Oh.
So somebody at work was selling a Renault Clio, and it was a really nice Renault Clio.
Post-uni.
Post-uni
job.
Yeah, so I probably was it was around 2010.
Okay.
And this happened. And so I would have been maybe,
I can't do
26.
Yeah, okay.
I got this
somebody was selling a car and you were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so somebody was selling this really nice black Renault Clio, and it had like cream leather interior, I think. And it was really lovely, or did it? I can't remember. Black. It was a really nice car. And the person who had it, her husband had been servicing the car, and I didn't really think much, and I didn't even get anybody to look over the car, nothing. I just bought it because I trusted.
Yes.
And when I took it in to be serviced and MOT'd, there was absolutely loads of stuff wrong with it.
And how long had you owned it for at that point?
A couple of months.
Okay, and it was okay? You were just taking it for its annual set, or was something had gone wrong with it?
No, it was fine. I'd got a new job, and I was driving quite a distance to work, and I just wanted to make sure that it was all okay. So I decided to, go and have it serviced. And basically they said this lady phoned me, and she was like from Renault, because I took it to Renault, and she's like, I'm ever so sorry, but there's loads of things. She knew that I was young and probably couldn't really afford it.
Wow.
And they said that there was loads of things wrong with the car. And I just started a new job, and I just broke down in tears when they told me how much it was going to cost. I had the things that were majorly wrong with it I had done, because I shouldn't have been driving it the way that it was. Yeah. So I did. And then there were still some other things that needed doing to the car. So my mum and I went to Mini, and I had a look to see how much it would be to get a new Mini on a PCP, on the basis that, do you remember what I was saying before, I needed that hassle-free driving.
Yes, yeah. Well, particularly seeing as what you'd just gone through.
Yeah, so I ended up buying my next car, which was a Mini 1.
Right.
Brand new Mini One, and I loved that car.
And did you, hang on, you sold the Renault or not?
I part exchanged it.
Oh, you part exchanged it, okay.
Yeah, and I did tell them that there was some bits that was wrong with it, but it was fine. I got quite a good amount for the car, and I part exchanged it. I didn't lose loads of money or anything.
So Mini good. One then?
So I got the Mini One, and it was brand new.
Yeah.
First ever new car.
What year was this then?
What year was that? Probably 2011. Well, probably still 2010 actually.
Because you hadn't actually had the other car for very long.
Hadn't had it that long.
No.
Yeah, about 2010, and I got the Mini One. And then a couple of years into having that, I then upgraded it to another Mini.
So it's at the end of your PCP deal?
No, it was
or just
during, actually. I could just change it for a newer one, and it was no difference.
Yeah.
I think maybe it cost £10 more a month or something. Like, it was a no-brainer, really. So I got another brand new one, and that was
another
a black
Mini One?
Yeah, so the first Mini One was cream.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Oh.
It was very girly. And then I went for a black one.
Yeah.
After that. And I made sure that I had all the nice packs on it and everything that you can get, so it was like all nice inside and stuff.
Yeah.
But I couldn't afford a Cooper at the time, so I just went for the Mini One.
Yeah.
And I got a diesel too because of travelling so far. Because I was doing like 20,000 miles in those cars. Yeah. And then I got pregnant.
Ah.
Oh, no, did I? No, sorry.
You did get pregnant.
I mean, I did twice.
I mean, but, I've seen the proof.
Yeah, no, sorry, I thought I might have changed my car to the BMW because I had had a baby or was going to have a baby, but actually I hadn't. I'd come to the end of the PCP, maybe, something happened, and then I bought the BMW 1 Series.
Okay, and what made you get that?
I wanted a bigger car.
Did you say your dad was really into BMWs?
No, he had a BMW.
Was it because you were just still sticking with the sort of Mini family though? You were kind of.
To be honest, it was Sytner again, who I bought this from.
Yeah.
But they're BMW people. They're just great. Like they're just really nice to like deal with. And then after the 1 Series, I then went. For the Q5.
Q5, yeah.
Had the Q5 for quite a few years.
Until Adam.
So by that time, when I had the Q5, I was pregnant with my second son.
Yes.
And I remember that vividly because we were looking at cars whilst we were on holiday in Crete. We had Johnny, who was only like a year old, and he was literally a year old because we were there for his birthday in the October, and I just found out I was pregnant with Thomas, and I was just chucking up the entire time we were on holiday because I had awful hyperemesis. But we were looking at we were looking at cars to upgrade, and that's when we decided we saw this Q5 that was from a dealer, we just decided to go for that.
Okay.
Q5, and I love the Q5. The Q5 is a great car, and we still got it now.
You have.
And they part exchanged my BMW, paid off the PCP.
Yeah.
With more extra money to spare, which was great. And then had the Q5. After the Q5, had the Mini Countryman.
Yeah.
And then to this.
Before we wrap up this chat, we're going to have a sing-along. 'Cause why not? We all have our favourite driving songs, the songs we belt out when no one is in the car with us. So we thought we'd lean into that on DrivHer. But for copyright reasons, we can't play the songs on YouTube, which means you'll simply have to watch us sing along in silence. But fear not, by the power of Grayskull, or in our case, multi-platform accessibility, you can head to our TikTok page where the song or songs will be seamlessly added back in. This part of DrivHer is unsurprisingly going to be called Name That Tune.
Thank you so much, darling, for your plant shopping.
Thank you. See you later.
See ya. If you have enjoyed this episode, can I ask you to do 3 things? 1, like and subscribe. It goes without saying, and I know everyone asks, but it really does make a difference. 2, comment, interact with this video, comment on the cars we've discussed, comment on any of the topics we've discussed, but please help me to get the algorithms going with this video. And 3 is to share. Tell people. Tell them face to face, tell them online, on social. Please share and help me to really make DrivHer a success. Thank you very much.